and welcome to another edition of Student of the Game. I'm your boy Ro, contributor for State of the U and OG member of the #1 rated football podcast in the Dominican Republic. Hola, the Orange Bowl boys. We're circling back around. We're doing a State of the U SB Nation breakdown position group. You know I'm going to take the guys under center. And I'm very, very happy to go back and revisit this film from Suffield Academy. Tyler Van Dyke, this incoming freshman, is creating lots of buzz. And let's get to the tape, shall we? What you're going to notice, once again, empty, high alert for the quarterback. And you're going to see a perfectly timed blitz coming over here from the boundary. You got this DB who's going to walk up. Now, this is when you're going to have athleticism and bail your offensive coordinator out. Nothing you could do here. When your left tackle pinches down, this blitz came perfectly timed. Sometimes the defense is going to have your number. So, route's not there. What are we going to do? Good athleticism, good escapability. Now, rolling opposite field. What can we do with the ball? Stop, put it on a dime. And because you could throw it accurately on the run, your opposite hand, you know what's next. Bang! So I really like this play. He just shows a remarkable silky smoothness and navigation in the pocket. Very comfortable. He's going to keep his eyes downfield, and he's going to make a completion. It's not an overly complicated concept. They're going to essentially run mirrored. They're an empty set, 5 wide receivers. They're running a double dagger concept with their 1s and 2s. Your number 3 wide receiver is going to go the offset. He's basically your check down. He's going to do a drag and sits in the middle of the field. I like some of the advance on this because I think if he had a through route, he's going to take this on a continuation on the drag and continue to go. But when he sees his zone, he finds a middle soft spot in the middle. He's not going to be the recipient. The recipient of this ball is going to be right up here, field side 1 on that dig route. So here we go. This is what I like. You know, you don't have to think in terms of mobility, like just outrunning everybody and this escapability like Mike Vick. You just got to be effective and extend plays. And this is good. Both the defensive ends are pushing up. Now here's the pocket. That's good sense. Now look at Van Dyke's presence of mind in his eyes. They're all up. They're all upfield. He senses this. He's not looking at the pressure. This is innate. Not everybody can do this as effectively as I'm seeing it right here on film, especially at this high school level. Steps up. There it is. Now, from this platform, doesn't necessarily have the opportunity to set his feet, and I'm watching this in particular because I love it when quarterbacks can be accurate from alt platforms. And do you think he's accurate? Look at that. Right on the money. Not from an accurate platform. Couldn't step up into the throw. Had to step up into the pocket. And there you go. That ability to put the ball on the money. Look, that's an extra 20 yards. Great play from Tyler Van Dyke. Shows a lot of admirable qualities on film when you see something just like that. Okay, so on this clip, I'm going to answer 2 questions about Tyler Van Dyke. The first question being, there were some concerns, and I've heard it online, basically, that he played in a pro system, and how is he going to translate into a Rhett Lashley spread system? Well, for those who didn't know, his junior year system more kind of mirrored what Mark Richt was doing, a lot of under center plays, but then it kind of morphed into this spread open variety concept his senior year. So he's very comfortable. So that answers question number 1. You've seen 3 clips now on this film, and every one of them he's in the shotgun. Every one of them they have pretty much spread out concepts. Now here, he's going to throw a comeback, and I'm going to answer question number 2. With his dropped relationship, I think the wide receiver jumps up a little bit quick, so he senses something. I need to get rid of this ball a little bit quicker. He forsakes some of his momentum towards the target. He's going to fall away from the target when he throws the ball instead of going directly in line to the target. But that makes this throw even equally more impressive. You know how I gauge arm strength on throws like this? Because I want to watch the trajectory. What does that mean? When he throws the ball, is it floating or is it on a straight line? So I'm going to go ahead and unwrap this film and unwrap the next part. You tell me if this ball is on a line. That ball's still going. That's impressive. You want to talk about arm strength? You try falling away and throwing a rope about 25 yards in the air. So ace gun look. Tyler Van Dyke and the offense come out. They're going to run a double smash concept. Essentially, your outside wide receivers are going to run stops. Your slot receivers are going to do corner routes. Now, in this case, the defense is going to show that it's press man into the boundary. However, this is kind of a shell game. He's going to peel off, and he's sitting in a cover 2 shell. Quick identification by Tyler Van Dyke because it changes things. Your number 2 wide receiver into the boundary needs to go ahead and read his safety. There's his safety. If he's over the top, we consider that closed, right? So if it's closed and I have somebody that's over the top of me, I kind of want to bend this a little bit more to the sideline, take this more on a direct out. And you're going to see this unfold as I go ahead and play the clip. What's equally more impressive, and I'll stop it again, is when Tyler Van Dyke actually decides to throw this ball into the boundary. It's tight quarters. So you have to have arm confidence, you have to have accuracy, and you got to put the ball in a spot that's going to stay away from the safety. There's that closed look. There's the throw on the break. Now, this is important too. This is anticipation. He's already decided to throw this ball. This ball's coming out. Look, the back turned by your slot receiver. So there it is. Now look at this window that he's throwing the ball. Bring him more towards the sideline. So that was a great read because if you would have tried to float this upfield in a traditional corner, that's going to get picked. You go ahead. Great teamwork between your slot and your cornerback. And, oh, come on, man. That should have been bang. Yeah, but Ro, can he run? Oh, well, let's take this in parts, shall we? Right off the bat, I see trips over here to the field. And I'm noticing because you're going to have this, their number 2. He's wearing number 2, not because he's the number 2. That would be this guy. No, this guy, 2. So number 2 over here is going to be running a slant. And I like this off the jump because he has inside release, but this is bait. So your initial read is taken away because, look, you're going to have a linebacker who's essentially just playing for the slant. They were baiting this the whole time because, look, right there. So that was his primary read. It was taken away. That's important, but before we set up the run aspect of this clip, because I always want to know why the quarterback is running. Was it a design run? This wasn't a design run at all. They were just trying to go ahead and attach linebackers to wide receivers to go ahead and force a pick. So now that you have doubles, and that's actually a triple team in this case, a double team here, you have the advantage to run. And that's exactly what he does. Has the ability, the athletic sense, and the prowess that if you want to go ahead and try to take everything away in the passing game, he still has the mobility and athleticism, and he has a big frame. He's a load to take down. I've seen it a couple times on this film already. But he's going to make you pay. Okay, so if you've watched my channel for any prolonged period of time, you know I like to say the word bang, right? And I'll cut right to the chase. This is bang. But probably the number 2 phrase that I like saying is TMD from TVD, touch, money, dime. This is a touch, money, dime right here. Back foot balling. Here's the back foot. There's the touch. Look at the trajectory. Pretty. Suffield Academy in with their 20-set personnel, meaning they have their 2 running backs. You have a traditional fullback and you have your halfback. Now, you think of ball handling, you immediately probably have the imagery of a point guard, and that's true. You should. But it's very important for quarterbacks to have ball handling skills, especially on this play action pass variety, because look how important this is. When he shows the ball, one thing that tells me quarterback typically is usually going to have big hands. And talk to D-Money, you know, my main guy over there at Kane's Insight. He loves quarterbacks with big hands. It's like a fetish. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. Anyways, it's nice to have big hands. Okay, cool. And I digress. But watch what it does right here to this linebacker. He sees the ball. He sees the fake. Now watch. He kind of gets caught in no man's land staring at the ball. Well, guess what's happening behind him? He just lost sight of his guy. And right here, he's like, point, like, hey, help. That guy's open. Yeah, it's your fault, Holmes. And bang. Good ball handling. Very good job by Tyler Van Dyke selling the play fake. Got a couple linebackers to bite up, and that's what you want. All set up by those big hands. So occasionally, I'll just do a blooper reel and had Tyler on the OBB. Great kid. Comes from a great family. Last time I did a video, I kind of teased him about, his sliding ability being a baseball player. He shored that up. It's not him. Like, what is this? What play was this, Tyler? Annexation of Puerto Rico ×2? Just throw the ball, drop the ball, throw it up. Good touch. I'll give you that. What's equally more funny to me, look at this dog. It's just standing there. It's like the Monopoly dog. It's just looking. Doesn't even move. Touchdowns, people clapping. Just sit there. Don't move. Touchdown. Bang. So, last clip of the night, and we had a little funny on the last clip, but we're going to end on the serious. University of Miami have a good one on their hands. Tyler Van Dyke. It was a pleasure to go ahead and rewatch this film again for the second time, picking up some new things, just how accurate he can be, just touch. It seemed like to me when I watched back the film again, it was like anytime there was a defender that I noticed that was slightly off kilter, who came down in coverage, Tyler had just a natural way of exploiting it. In this case, this is athleticism. I'm going to let this play speak for itself. I'm your boy Ro, contributor for State of the U.